Hello everyone, this is Vaughn here and I'm going to explain you the artifact which I have developed as a part of my IFN 701 coursework. So the basic idea of the project is to develop a visualization tool which visualizes the data that has been taken in from various Bluetooth sensors that are available in the Brisbane city. So this is the basic outlook of the web application that is developed, and here in on the map you can see various number of points. These each points actually represent a Bluetooth motion sensor or Bluetooth mobility sensor, and if you click on it you can see its latitude and longitude locations as well as the ID of the particular sensor. Here, these black lines are the links between each of the sensors that have been developed and provided to me. So these links are the basic shapefiles which are converted into JSON, geographical JSON, GeoJSON, and then pushed onto the map. So here I am using Angular for the front end, Angular as a front end framework, and all the styling is done on Angular material. And here you can see there are multiple filters available, so you can select the origin, you can select the destination, and there are other filters as well that are available which are still under development. uh, you can add this select days filter actually provides you to select the data that you can pull in from the database. The data that you can pull in can be from the last month, last week, or yesterday. And the extra filters that we provide is a selection of a date and a start and an end time. So if the the important like the required filters that you need to select is an origin and a destination, and once you click on submit, it submits the origin and destination and pulls in the data that is available for the trips that have been taken from that particular origin and the destination Bluetooth sensor. So here you can select a map style as well. So there are multiple styles available. The basic default is dark style, but if you select other styles, it just refreshes and shows that other style on the map. So depending on the user's experience or depending on his own uh, requirement, how he feels about the map, he can select any style. And there are multiple styles in this sense, like 5 styles are provided. You can go to the satellite view or a light view or a dark view or the outdoor view. And here the selected route actually is pre-selected to all routes because we haven't pulled in any we haven't added any filters and didn't submit anything over here. So once we select the origin and destination points, we'll have more options over here, which I'll talk about it later. So now let's select an origin and a destination. At the moment, even though there are a lot of Bluetooth sensors available, the database that is provided to me has only one origin and one destination. So because this data needs to go through a lot of cleaning before coming in onto the UI. The actual raw data which gets mapped on each Bluetooth BMS sensor, so we'll only have the MAC ID of the vehicle or the Bluetooth device that it has captured, the time that at which it has captured, and the date. So this data has to be cleaned. It goes through a lot of cleaning process because uh, all the raw data that is available may not be used for creating all while creating all the trajectories. So each Bluetooth sensor which actually maps these Bluetooth MAC IDs will be pulled in together, and a lot of data cleaning steps will take place on top of it, and a final output which provides a basic trajectory of the complete vehicle will be provided to me. So at the moment, we have trajectories available between the sensor 10611 and the sensor 10828. So let's go ahead and select those origin and destination points. And once you click on submit, as you can see over here, uh, this is our origin sensor, which is denoted by a blue dot, and this is our destination sensor, which is denoted by green dot. So if you click on this sensor, you can see the sensor ID, which is 10611, its latitude and longitude locations. And if you click on the destination sensor, you can see the sensor ID, latitude and longitude locations of the particular sensor. And there's a lot of color coding that goes over here. So the basic color coding that goes here is red for the highest link, or the link with the highest volume, and then orange, the link with the with 0.5 to 0.75 percentage of the highest volume, yellow for 0.25 to 0.5 percentage of the highest volume, and blue for 0 to 0.25 percentage. So here you can see the legend is automatically generated, and it actually provides you with the values that the color coding is considering for the color coding is considering on these links. So here we can see that blue line over here, each of the blue line indicates a range of 0 to 8.75 of the uh, volume of vehicles that are passed through that particular link. Whereas yellow actually yellow actually indicates 8.75 to 17.5, whereas 30.5 to 26.25 is indicated by orange, and 26.25 to 35 is indicated by red. So here, if you go ahead and click on these links, here you can see the volume and the Bluetooth link ID. So the volume on this link is 31, and it is a link generated between 10589 and 10423. So these are the Bluetooth points. So Bluetooth link ID actually is a unique ID that is given to the particular link, which is denoted by the origin sensor and the destination sensor. So if you click over here, this has a volume of 35. So this link has a highest volume of 35, which you can see over here, depending on which all the legends are generated. Now here, since previously we had seen only all roads radio button, which was pre-selected, but now we have other radio buttons available: top route 1, top route 2, and top route 3, which you can select and see what are the top routes between those particular origin and destination. If you select top route 1, you can see the legend is automatically changed, and you have a route available over here, and the route is in red color. The reason being that top route 1 has the same flow overall. So that particular route has a particular volume associated with it, and that volume is constant across. And here, if you click on it, you can see the volume of this particular route is 26. So the number of vehicles that are passing from this origin Bluetooth point to this destination Bluetooth point are 26. Now if you select top route 2, this is the second route that the users are taking in from that origin to the destination. Now, if you click on this, you can see the volume had reduced. So, what the volume of this route is 5. And if you go ahead and click on this, here you can see this actually generates another possible route that the users are taking in. And this is the third topmost route that the users take in from this origin to destination. And if you click on the point link, it shows the volume as 3.5. This is a basic outlook of the current development of this artifact and the future recommendations which I suggest, which are a part of my project, are completion of this remaining filters over here, and then uh, instead of selecting a particular origin and a destination of a particular Bluetooth points, we can select any zone which actually provides you multiple ways that are available, or multiple paths that are available between, let's say, zone A and zone B, whereas zone A will have 3 to 4 or maybe more Bluetooth sensors in it, and zone B will have multiple Bluetooth sensors in it. So now for this, we have to map multiple origins into multiple destinations, and the number of paths that are available between those two zones will be mapped out, and each path will, all of the paths or the links will be color coded as well. So this actually provides you with a with more visualization about the trap, about how much volume of vehicles are passing through between two zones, rather than just considering 2 points over here. So if you consider two zones, like you can consider Sinman Park zone over here and Nathan over here, and then it will map all of the available paths that are available, or the all of the major paths that the users are taking in between those two zones, and those paths will be provided with their respective weights, and then you can select between the topmost routes, or route 1, route 2, or route 3, or you might have more routes, more top routes that are available, because if you're considering two zones, there might be a lot of paths that that might be present between those two zones, so which actually increases the aspect of this visualization project, as well as uh, which ends up as a step up of the current development, and that actually provides more uh, input or more outlook into how the vehicles are traveling between two zones and how the volumes are between those two zones. So these are my thoughts about the artifact and the project that have been developing from the last 3 months as a part of IFN 701, and that's it. Thank you. And thank you for your time, everyone.